Ready? 3, 2, 1. So it wasn't the best financial decision that I've ever made, but it definitely wasn't the worst. So after a total of 16 hours of scrubbing with a brass bristle brush,
you are now watching Race Instinct.
ladies and gentlemen mechanics, today is a special day. I have the opportunity to pick up some really cool wheels, in my opinion. They'll be a little familiar for people who've been here for a while. Graham sent me the Facebook Marketplace listing to these wheels, and I was like, I have to have them. So I inquired about them, got an address, and then got ghosted. And the guy sold them to somebody else. So I was put on a wild goose chase trying to find the guy that actually bought the wheels so I can pay extra to buy them from him. And by the skin of my teeth, I made it happen. So today, I'm gonna pick them up and see if it's too good to be true. Let's get going. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Check it out. Looks familiar, huh? So I had to buy them. So these are manufactured by the company Lenzo, also manufactured by the company Axis. Under Lenzo, this model is called Maxis. Under Axis, these are called RacerXs. So these are a 15x7 wheel, the round 40mm offset, and Axis and Lenzo did a really good job at creating a wheel that I personally really like. And if you have a set and you aren't in love with them, please get in contact with me because I want to buy them. I might do a staggered setup with 2 of the Axis Maglites in the front and then 2 of these bad boys in the rear because these are a little bit more aggressive, a little bit heavier, so in the winter time I'll have a little bit more weight in the back. That'll be good because if I'm dailying this thing in the winter, again, I'm gonna need all the weight in the back that I can get. It was a pretty painful process that I had to go through to get these, trying to track down the guy that bought these, and then eventually offering him over twice as much as he paid. So it wasn't the best financial decision that I've ever made, but it definitely wasn't the worst. It was really cool to see these on Marketplace, knowing their rarity, and it was even cooler that I was able to get my hands on them. Now speaking about rare parts, that brings me to the next segment of this video. It has nothing to do with the wheels, but it has something to do with something behind the wheels. Let's put these away and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so what I meant by behind the wheels was new calipers. And by new, I mean old, because they were actually previously on the car. If you've been watching the Miata series for a while, it was in the 17th episode where I got the 1.8 brakes for the front and the rear from Joe. I took these calipers off the front just so I could slap the new ones on the front and the rear and have the whole set just be all similar. But after a little bit of research and thinking, I'm gonna put these back on because they are super rare. Let me show you what we're dealing with. The KVR Python for the 1994 to 1997 Mazda Miata. Right off the bat, if you've ever seen these before, please drop a comment down below because that would be freaking awesome to talk to you. If you haven't seen these, I don't blame you because I haven't either until I got this car. These are direct fit, big brake kit, quad piston calipers for the Mazda Miata. They were also manufactured for what I found Honda Civics. That's pretty much it. That's all the information I got on them. But they worked perfectly when I took them off the car. I kind of regret that I did, but it makes a cool video. Now these pads have a really good amount of meat on them, so I'm gonna continue using these ones, but I wanted to make sure that I could find pads for this thing so that I can keep using them when these pads run out. So I went on the internet, and with my skills of finding stuff that nobody else would be able to find, I found pads for this thing. It took me 4 hours, and the way I did it was I went on Bing Images and I followed a rabbit hole until I found the pad. That all sounds insane, but you just gotta trust the process. So now with the availability of pads, I'm gonna clean these up, and then we're gonna slap them on the car and see how they perform. scrubbing with a brass bristle brush, I finally got both of these cleaned to the point where I'm satisfied. The problem was these are anodized aluminum calipers, but they had a clear coat on them. But since these were from 2005, the clear coat started peeling off, and it looked kind of bad, so I cleaned them up now, and I think they look beautiful. So I did a little bit more research on these. I reached out to the Facebook page for KVR, and it was kind of a shot in the dark because I thought their company, stopped manufacturing stuff a little while ago. So I didn't know if their Facebook page was active, but it was. Somebody was on the other end. He gave me a ton of information about these calipers. He didn't give me a number on how many were produced, but he said that they were produced from 2005 to 2007. But for these being like 18-year-old calipers and looking this good, I feel like that's pretty amazing. Now I have no idea who or when these calipers were put on my Miata, but if you're watching this video and you recognize these, and you remember putting these on a white 1990 Mazda Miata, most likely these were yours. So if you want to get in contact with me, leave a comment below or DM me on Instagram. That'd be really cool to talk about these. I just want to get more information. Where you got them, how you got them. That would be enough speaking for me right now. I'm gonna go put these on the car and see if they work. Now I don't really have a workbench to work on, so I'm gonna just kind of do it in my lap. But right now I'm gonna put the bleeders on, I'm gonna put the pads in, and then the clip with the big screw on the top for both the calipers, and then we should be able to slap them on. And the pad should, in theory, just slide right in. So I should just be able to push this middle part down, get this big bolt, put it through the top. There's still some clear coat coming out of the holes in the back. That's one caliper that's ready to go in the car. Now on for number 2. These look so freaking cool. Okay. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? So good. And they're so light too. Beautiful. So I think they look pretty goddamn good on the car. All I gotta do now is just bleed the brakes when Graham gets here. He should be here any second now. Where's the Celica?
Hey, it's not my fault. I like good gas mileage and AC.
What, dude?
Hello, fans.
shit, it's all air, dude. Perfect.
Holding.
Okay, it's done. And this one. Whoa.